So in my previous video, I talked about the Redmi Turbo 3, which is the upcoming performance-centric phone from the company, featuring the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset. Well, it looks like the competitor to that phone is also launching this month in China. The iQOO Z9 Turbo is the upcoming mid-range smartphone from the brand, and this phone also has the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 SoC. It is quite interesting that both these phones have Turbo in their names. While the Redmi Turbo 3 is launching on April 10th, the launch date of the iQOO Z9 Turbo is not yet official, but the company has announced that the phone is launching this month itself. Today, iQOO gave us our first look at the design of the phone and also shared a couple of specifications. As we can see from the back, the iQOO Z9 Turbo looks pretty much the same as the iQOO 12, which is the company's flagship phone this year. The only difference is the size of the camera module and also the camera count. The iQOO Z9 Turbo has a dual camera setup. There is no pattern as such on the back and the frame is flat. As for the front design, there is a flat display on the front with a hole punch cutout in the center. iQOO also officially confirmed that the phone has the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 chipset, and on top of that, the phone has an independent display chip, something we have seen on some iQOO phones already. But while the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 is already a big deal, the main USP of this phone is its battery, because the iQOO Z9 Turbo features a massive 6000 mAh battery. And still the thickness of the phone is just 7.98mm, which is surprising. The weight is also less than 200 grams. Just imagine the battery performance of this phone with the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3 SoC. As for the other specifications, there is a flat OLED display with a 144Hz refresh rate and 1.5K resolution, and a 6000mm square vapor chamber for thermal management. Well, so far that is all we know about the iQOO Z9 Turbo, and based on what we know so far, this phone is going to give a tough competition to the Redmi Turbo 3 for sure. Let us hope that iQOO will launch this phone outside the Chinese market, because the Redmi Turbo 3 is also expected to launch outside China as the Poco F6. Anyways, what do you think of this phone? Do let me know via the comment section below, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.